do you feel a certain like level of responsibility? You are a black man sitting next to, obviously Gil.
Yeah.
Certain topics.
Yeah,
whether you want to go more into it or make sure that you touch the topic.
Well, listen, let's be very clear.
Yeah.
I am paid to report the news, not give my opinion on it. So there is a difference.
Yeah.
I have to remain impartial, non-biased. I can't be sitting up there giving you the news and then outweighing the news with my emotions or my opinion.
Okay.
But at the same time, I am a young black man, and there's certain topics that I can't keep quiet about, that I have to speak up on. There is a responsibility there. I want people to look at my career as an athlete and now as a TV host, a journalist, and be able to say that Nate was able to dig below the surface and speak from a place of sincerity. Who knows how long I'm going to do this? I don't want people to look back and open up my book and it be worthless. I want there to be depth attached to my career. That's why I do certain pieces. I'll cover everything. We're talking from finance, music, movies, sports, of course, current events, politics, everything. But when I sit down with somebody, there's a different energy. There's this authenticity that people see. I get these tweets all the time. I can care less about people telling me how good I am at my job. I used to love that when I played, not so much anymore. I like when they tell me that they felt the sincerity in the interview, that I am empathetic, that they learned something not just about me, but who I was talking to and also the world around them. That's what I do it for.
Viewpoints. And it keeps you mentioned earlier about you're working more than ever now. But
it's a fact.
But you're happy. Is it because you're doing what you?
I'm happy, man. I feel fulfilled. Playing in the NFL was unbelievable. Imagine being a rock star and then being looked at as the top 1% of athletes in the world. And then you blend that together with $1 million package, not only in spirit but also in your bank account. There's nothing like playing professional sports, and all of my athletes like they can attest to that. But there were times where you're not as fulfilled because you just feel like this piece to a machine that's much bigger than yourself. Or there's times where you're injured and you feel like the game is turning its back on you, or the team is telling you you're not as good as you used to be, or somebody's shorting you on contract dollars because they don't want to pay you, or you end up playing an entire season sacrificing everything, and you're looking at another team celebrating winning a Super Bowl. There's all these moments, these pockets where you're like, damn, this isn't everything it's cracked up to be. Now don't get me wrong, I know you're sitting at home saying, oh, woe is me, an athlete complaining. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying there's pockets where you do feel unfulfilled. But now in this job, I don't. I feel like a teacher. I feel like a learner. I feel like the vehicle between information and the viewer. Gail said something that is powerful. She said, we have a front row seat to history, and we are able to communicate that to the viewer. And I think that's dope.
That is a very good point. And you obviously playing in the league, NFL is a big league, big organization. And then you being on the other side of the media now with this, the football and things like that, you got to see how, when you were playing, maybe how the guys looked at you, or they may talked about other players, so you see how.
Yeah. I remember. I was working for the NFL Network and working for Good Morning Football, and I was talking about Aaron Rodgers and his wide receivers and how the wide receivers couldn't get off the line of scrimmage. I'm like, he needs receivers that can get off the line of scrimmage because teams are starting to blitz them, put pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and now these receivers, they have more pressure on them to get open earlier. And I wasn't blasting them or calling them out by name, but I was more so pointing at the wideouts. A very logical explanation, right? You know what I mean? So James Jones, who's my dog, I love James Jones, does a great job on TV. Former Packers wide receiver, used to wear a hood over his jersey. So I'm at a game, and he's like, yo, Nate. And I'm like, what's this? He's like, yo, shut up, man. You over here talking about us like you wasn't a former wide receiver. How you gonna act like that? You on TV blasting the wideouts, man. We trying to get off the line of scrimmage. You don't think we trying to get off the line of scrimmage? And I'm like, damn, my man pressing me right now. And I'm at the hotel trying to check into my room. I'm like, yo,
he pressing you like they pressing him.
That's no bars. See, you got bars.
Got bars,
no bars over here. Look, so I'm like, damn, man, my bad. Like, I was like, was I out of pocket the way I said it?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, I'm playing with you. He's like, I know you were being honest, but at the same time, like, come on, man, like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is with us. We trying to get off the line of scrimmage. Yeah. There was a couple of games you pointing out. Yeah, we can do better, but don't be coming at us like that. So it was one of the moments where I realized, this is early on in my career, I'm like, I have to be careful with my words, because I respect my peers and the people that I talk about more than I respect going viral. I could care less about having a hot take. Like, that's
especially if you know the person.
Why am I sacrificing relationships to have a hot take? I can go viral, you can get more followers, and maybe even more money, but
lose that friend for life.
My integrity and my relationship with these people, like, that's the most important thing.
So it took a little while adjusting to that. Like, obviously you said, you're close to some people, and you're like,
It took a while for me to actually.
You didn't have a good game tonight, man. So
like, you can't always be cool with everybody. I remember one of my mentors was like, I got done with the show. He said, Nate, you gotta say something. I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah.
He's like, you gotta say something. You over here tap dancing around it. If somebody has a bad game, say they had a bad game.
Yeah.
He said they will respect you more for being honest. As long as you do it the right way.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, bet.
And then
after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be as real as I can, and I have respect for my peers. That's one thing. People who know me, people in the professional space, like, they know.
So they know your intent.
Yeah, they know I'm gonna keep it real.
And also, I also see too, even when you're watching like Inside the NBA and things like that, like you said, there's a way to say it, and there's also, you can blend humor in it.
That's
obviously Shaq and those guys are amazing at that. And I watch you guys, so it's like, you gotta just learn yourself, and like you said, people are honest and not gonna be upset.
You gotta be able to have fun. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to, like. It's how you say something. I call it the compliment sandwich. You compliment somebody, criticize them, and then you put that bottom compliment bun on there, and now they realize, like, okay, you criticize me, but on each end of that is a compliment, so you can't be too upset.
And I'm gonna eat the sandwich.
I'm gonna eat that sandwich.
Good looks.
That's a fact, because you made it with care.
Yeah. Good.
Cause nigga, I'ma die for this music, I'm all in. Now everything I've been hearing been